Hey, hello YouTube. I'm aware that I've not made many posts for a while, and that's kind of because I was doing the same thing over and over again, and I felt like my YouTube posts were probably getting a bit samey. And I was sailing with other people, and when you're sailing with other people, you kind of, I don't know, I didn't want the YouTube stuff to take over and invade their privacy and take over the day a bit. So for those reasons, I haven't really made a lot of posts. Last year, obviously, COVID made a very short season, but still I got down to the Helford and called in on Polperro on the way back and had a few days. It was lovely. But with the lockdown thing, I've decided that I'd like to get a bit bigger boat, and a boat that I could sort of spend more time on, even if it's at anchor. Working from the boat, I write software, and I could do that from anywhere theoretically. But Floresca was just a little bit small. My kids are getting bigger, and when the three of us were on the boat, it was really tricky. And I've got a partner now. I've met a lovely lady, and just need a bit more space really to relax and enjoy. So I've bought a boat that's already not famous on YouTube, but it's got a YouTube channel and it's been around the Atlantic circuit and everything. It's certainly a good boat, and it's capable of a lot, as Tom, the previous owner, shows wonderfully in his videos. He's a great sailor. So I'm very excited to have this new boat, but also a little bit intimidated and a little bit feeling trepidatious, because it's a bigger boat, it's more to look after, and I'm expecting to do some bigger journeys in it. I'd really like to make the Scilly Isles, and so anyway, I'm on the boat now, and I'm getting familiar. Spent the day sort of looking over the electrics and trying to work out what switches do what, and just get to know her a bit and start feeling like she's mine. And it's an odd sense. I'm in Kent, which is quite a long way from home. Well, it's not really a long way from home, but it feels a long way from home, and it's I suppose post-lockdown we haven't been anywhere really. So I'm feeling kind of isolated. I'm on the boat on my own for a weekend, and it's an odd feeling. It's kind of exciting and it's kind of scary, and I've got this whole sense of having bought a boat, and wondering, oh God, have I done the right thing? Anyway, I'm going to show you around. This is, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Arctic Smoke. She's an Elizabethan 33. I'll spin the camera around a minute. She's an Elizabethan 33 made in 1974 in Peter Webster's yard. She's sail number 003. I don't think a huge amount were made, and she's a long-keeled boat with a bit of a counter stern. She's got a decent sized cockpit, as you can see. So what have we got? I don't know really where to start. Perhaps I'll start with the stern. So there's a mounting there that comes with a Hebridean wind vane. I've always wanted to play with a wind vane. Tom very kindly took me out for a 4-day sail. I'll put some clips into this video maybe from that, a little bit of footage of the Hebridean in action. But this is the stern. What have we got? We've got a bimini, which Tom found very useful in the tropical climes when he sailed down to the Caribbean. There's a Navtex aerial, which means that I can get weather information out at sea. There's an AIS aerial there, and GPS dongle there, which connects into the AIS, which is a transponder, so it publishes where I am as well as receives information about other boats. It has some lovely solar panels. It's got solar panel this side and solar panel here, so that's all very good. I've got some winches that work, which is nice. So I had some old Tufnell winches on Floresca, which were great, but I always fancied some decent winches. Obviously, you know, there's a lot more space inside. I'll show you inside in a minute. Lunge. There's another solar panel on top there, so there's plenty of solar. I've been running a laptop today, no problem. And it's quite a beefy laptop, so that's good. I'll take you out on the foredeck. Let's have a little look up. The Dodger's functional. Maybe not the best fit, but it's functional. The hatches need a bit of renovating and cleaning up, although they're semi-watertight, I believe. I think that was where it must have been a bracket for a life, what are they called? Lifeboat, little inflatable life raft. Plenty of winches on the mast. This one's for putting reefs in, and then a mast on little winch on either side for bringing halyards tight and things. We've got another 4-winch. We've got an anchor, manual anchor windlass, which is not fast, but it's great for breaking an anchor out of the mud, which we found when I was on the sail with Tom. The mud round here is really sticky. And a nice pulpit, a nice sharp bow. And if I take you up here and show you the view back, I've got an anchor locker, which is external, so the anchor doesn't all pool up inside. There's the view from the foredeck. She's 33 feet in length, which is a lovely size, I think. I've quickly grown quite accustomed. It doesn't feel big anymore. It might do when I'm trying to get it on a mooring or maneuver it around in a marina, but at the moment, just walking around it, it doesn't feel big anymore. And the mast is it's not actually all that big. It feels kind of normal. It doesn't look strangely, it doesn't look that much bigger than Floresca's. So let's have a look inside. Here we go, into the cockpit. Into the cabin. So twin settee berth. The table doesn't do anything clever and drop down and turn into a dinette or anything, but that could be made into a small double, I think, quite easily, which should be nice. There are lee cloths under each, which is great. I have a kitchen. Look, this kitchen's the same size as the one in my house. That's my kids' joke. Sink under there, fridge in the corner, full oven, so that's a pasty warmer. Cupboards for pots and pans and food, and some preparation surface, and there's all storage at the back behind sort of perspex plates there that slide across, and the all important kitchen roll. What else have we got? There's the nav station with, this is a little bit of a sort of confusion at the moment. There's a Navman GPS, which it's kind of doesn't really do an awful lot, but there's a Matsutek AIS, which is going to be really useful. I'm going to use it in combination with a chart plotter and perhaps get a enemy bridge to Wi-Fi so that I can see the AIS targets on my navigation tablet. That's pretty good. Radio for playing CDs. I can't actually get it to work as a radio, unfortunately. I'm not sure where the aerial goes, but it doesn't seem to be working. And then over here is a bit of a mishmash of, this is all the solar stuff. The 2 solar panels on the side come in here, and this tells you about how much charge is coming off the solar panels. And even at, you know, it's dusk, it's like 7-8 o'clock, we've still got some charge coming in from the solar, which is great. And then this is the solar charger well, what are these called? They're charge controller for the little one that's on the top, and that just trickle feeds the main battery. This is an extra that goes down to a VHF under there, which links up via an EMIA to the AIS, although it's an AIS integrated system anyway, but I don't think it has its own GPS, which is odd. And then this really ancient looking thing in the corner is Navtex. I daren't turn that on. I think it'll drain the battery quite quickly. So that all needs a little bit of rationalization, I think, possibly. I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do with all that yet. Under here we've got a Book DV10, which is a little bit underpowered for a boat like this, you know, if you're wanting to motor up and down the coast all the time. But, you know, it's a sailing boat, it's a good sailing boat, so we should be sailing anyway, as long as it's there to get me in and out of port. So that's the main thing. What else have we got? Plenty of storage in there. The back of the seat will lift up, and there's storage in behind there, and obviously lockers underneath the berths, and the same on this side. Got the old obligatory, I love the oil lamp. It needs a bit of polishing up that and some sorting out, but I can't wait to get the oil lamp going. And then we've got the rather manky looking but completely functional clock and barometer. Keel stepped mast, which goes down badoom straight onto the keel. And then up here we have, I'll sit on the toilet. There goes my trousers. And there goes my towel. Hang on, there we go. Pop those back up. So we've got a sink, and above there we've got medicine cupboard, and down there we've got all cleaning stuff. And on the other side we have, and here we have the opposite, we've got the toilet. We've got loads of hanging wet lockers and some storage, and in the back there's the tubes for the toilet, and also that functions as a bit of a wet locker. Then in the V berth, which is all snug and cozy, we've got an infill for this bit, which is up there, comes down with a seat and makes this a big padded bed area. We've got a hatch in here and windows and lighting. So that's all quite exciting and rather cozy place to be. So that's it. That's Arctic smoke. I need to show you a picture of it, really, or something. When I leave the boat tomorrow, I'll take some video footage of the actual boat from the outside as I'm motoring away from it. She's great. I'm, as I say, excited and nervous and all manner of things at the moment. Lots of complex feelings to process. And it's odd being out of the house and on the boat again. I'm looking forward to getting out sailing on her. She's in Kent, and I'm going to keep her in Plymouth again. So I've got a journey from here down to Plymouth that needs to happen at some point. Probably a series of day sails. I've got some friends that would like to come and help me with that. Hopefully, lots of people have volunteered, but I suppose it's really going to end up, we've got to look for the weather window, and depends what dates it's going to be, who's going to be able to come. Fingers crossed, dates will fall right and everyone can come. That'd be brilliant. It'd be really nice to sail in company and, be able to take shifts and plough on if we've got fair winds and all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to be exciting. I think by the time I get to Plymouth, I'll either be wondering what the hell I've done because everything's gone wrong, or we'll have had a brilliant sail and I'll be over the moon and stoked and looking forward to future adventures. So we'll see what's what. We'll see how it goes. So bye for now.